What is up, everybody, and once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are not here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. We are out here for the very first time in my property, which is right behind my house, actually. This is not Baldwin, don't worry guys, there's a million IRL hunting videos coming soon on that. Today, as you guys probably seen by the thumbnail and the title, we are reviewing Cabela's most powerful pellet rifle. Now, you're probably wondering, what is Squid planning on doing with this new weapon? First of all, YouTube, this is a toy, this is not a real firearm. I am at the legal age to use this weapon. I've taken my hunter safety classes through the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, and I have my licenses. So please make sure that you guys look at your local laws before you go out using weapons in the woods. I just had to put that in there so YouTube doesn't demonetize the video. Now, this weapon is going to be my squirrel hunting rig. Now, squirrel hunting is something I've always wanted to get into, and I am going to get into it here very, very soon. Now, I am going to document all that on the channel. We're going to go ahead and have a quick look at this absolutely beautiful Gammo Swarm Magnum. We're going to take a look at some of the specs on it. I'm going to show you guys what we got going on. And then we have 3 different ammo types that we're going to be testing out today. We are going to be putting all 3 of those pellet brands through a series of tests today that will take place here in just a minute. Without further ado, my friends, wasting no more of your time, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, what exactly is this pellet rifle? Now, this is a .177 caliber rifle. Very, very similar to a .22 LR. Now, this is a pellet rifle that is capable of shooting a projectile at 1,700 feet per second. That is right, my friends. Meaning that this would be a very good rifle for turkey. This would be a very good rifle for squirrel. Maybe pest control, like, I don't know, chipmunks in your garage. I have it sighted into 5 yards right now for that reason. You can do some long range shooting with it because it comes equipped with this very, very nice Gammo scope. Now, I do believe this is a 3x9x40 adjustable hunting scope to fit almost every small game hunting scenario. This little dial right here will adjust your zoom. It goes all the way up to 9, as you can see, which is very, very zoomed in. And then it also goes all the way down to 3, which is obviously very, very zoomed out, and then everything in between. It comes with these very nice scope covers, which I'm just gonna go ahead and toss on my chair for the time being. And I'm gonna go ahead and direct your attention towards the barrel. Let's go ahead and talk about how this weapon actually works. Now, I have many weapons, okay? I'm a gun collector, and never have I ever seen a pellet rifle that has a magazine. Now, you pull this magazine off here just by simply lifting up on that red thing, and then the magazine pulls out, and then you load in your projectile through this little hole here, and then you spin it on the side right here, and then you can load up like 10 rounds or something. But it doesn't work in the way that you think it would. You don't shoot a round and then just get to shoot another round. You shoot a round, and then the magazine will automatically put another round into the chamber, which you then need to pull this barrel down, which will cock it, and you push the barrel back up, and then you have to do that every single time you want to shoot a bullet. So fairly simple the way it works. It's just interesting because, I mean, I guess it's nice that you can carry 10 rounds on you through the woods without having to worry about anything, without having to worry about losing them or anything. It just kind of sucks though, because I mean, you know how cool of a weapon this would be to go running through the woods? You just got a 10 round semi-automatic freaking sniper rifle. That would be so sick. There's just a massive squirrel up there on top of the tree. Just bloop. Alright guys, so I brought with us 3 different types of ammo here today. Number 1 is going to be the same brand as the pellet rifle itself, obviously being Gammo. As I mentioned, it is a .177 caliber, and these are the superior accuracy rounds. And then moving on to number 2 here today, we have the Premier Hollow Points, 7.9 grain, 4.5 millimeter, once again obviously .177 caliber. And then last but most definitely not least here today, we have the Crossman 7.9 grain, once again obviously the same overall specs, just a different brand, hollow point round there. Okay guys, so starting off, the test that we're going to be putting the ammo through is, as you can see, if I have my cameraman, my cousin Isaac, turn around and show you that target, we have about 40 yards away a target set up, and then on the ground here we have these stickers, which we'll put over the holes in the target from our rounds. Colors in correlation with the ammo type. And then in the end, whichever ammo is the most accurate, that'll be the ammo that I take on the first squirrel hunt of the year. And obviously, if I don't like this rifle, well then this isn't going with us either, my friends. Okay, so starting off, as I mentioned, with the superior accuracy rounds, these come with a bronze tip to make the bullet more accurate instead of the typical hollow point round that you would see in these pellet rifles. So starting off with this, let's go ahead and take a few shots at the target. All right, and then here I am getting the round into the magazine. That's one round there. You can see it moves, and then we're gonna put a second round in because we are doing 2 shots out of each ammo type. And then now we're gonna load this into the gun. Your boy Squid here is gonna use Squidster muscles to push down 45 pounds of pressure, which is a ridiculous amount. This is gonna make a good YouTube short. Gonna wipe off the bottom of it. And as you can see, I mentioned, brake barrel folds right back up there. And now the round is chambered into the gun. Alright guys, we're walking up to the targets as of right now. Now I've used pipe targets before. It's more than capable of blowing through this pipe and coming out the other side. So what we're looking at here, honestly that put a little hole in the pipe, but it ricocheted off of there and went in that direction. We're looking at probably, like 2-inch spread there. I did sight this in the best that I could on a different target, but I wasn't even using this same ammo. As for the superior accuracy pellets, I mean, frankly, a squirrel's head is gonna be about the size of that diamond there. But a squirrel in the lungs or something, which I mean is kind of risky because you don't want to mess up the meat. I guess, I mean, if it were this one, we definitely would have got him. That one's just slightly off. I would say like 7 out of 10. That's a kill shot. That's halfway to a kill shot. Not bad at all. Alright, and then now moving on to the premier hollow point bullets. I just picked these up from the local Walmarts. Let's go ahead and take a look at the performance of these things. Okay, so like I said, that first shot, I mean, I was aiming at the diamond in the center, and it hit that far up. From about 35, 40 yards. Yeah, definitely not that accurate. That's more of a 5-10 yard thing. But I mean, compared to the superior accuracy, I mean, at least we had a pattern because the second shot from those bullets didn't even hit the target. Now, mind you, I had it front and center of the target, perfectly steady, and I heard it hit the tree behind the target. Alright guys, so now we are going to be trying the Crossman ammo. These are once again just hollow point standard shell rounds, as we showed you at the beginning. I have 10 of them loaded up inside of this mag. If for some reason the Crossmans end up being the best ammo, then we will shoot the rest of the magazine up in my backyard where we're gonna long range shoot this thing, and I mean like 70, 80 yards. Considering them blue ones, we're going like 2.5, 3 inches high, not even hitting the target. I don't know what's about to happen with these guys. Let's get this mag in the gun and find out. Oh my gosh, guys, you're not gonna believe what just happened. So it hit the target. There is a hole in it. I can visibly see it from here, but then it looked like it continued through the pipe, through the target, or maybe even, I can barely see it. We'll see in a second. It might have ricocheted off the pipe to the right, like it just barely hit it again. And then I heard it hit the tree behind it too. So that's interesting. It didn't completely miss because I see a hole and it's way high above the diamond. So let's shoot this second shot and we'll go find out and see what happened. Okay guys, so something crazy happened again. I believe, yes. So what this is telling me is that the bullet was carrying good speed, it just wasn't flying straight. And the reason for that, considering that these are the premier hollow points, is because it is a hollow point round. That's what I'm almost fully certain about, guys. Because if you notice, this one didn't hit fully straight as well. You can clearly see that was the back of the pellet, that was the front of the pellet. And that's definitely not going that way. It's flying through the air this way. So obviously the winner here today is going to be the Gammo Superior Accuracy rounds. So what we're going to be doing with these now is what I've been looking for. I have a metal target up in my backyard. It's a pretty good sized backyard. There's a decent sized field back there, so we should be able to do some cool long range shooting here. Let me tell you, that is definitely the gun for it, my friends. And I think we've definitely just found the best ammo. Alright guys, so we are now in my backyard. And as you can see, we have placed a metal target at the top of that mound out there, about 50 yards away, 45, 50 yards roughly. I have the Gen 3 loaded up here with the Gammo Superior Accuracy rounds, which were the winner out there. So let's go ahead. We're shooting about a 2.5-inch plate, by the way. They're hanging. Let's go ahead and put this gun to the test, guys. 2.5-inch plate from 45 yards away. This should be the ultimate test for the Gen 3 here. Alright, so before I shoot, you guys are probably wondering what is this device right here. This device is an invention of a very, very good friend of mine. Now there's a whole video coming very, very soon on this, just stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so I did hit that. That was the bottom left-hand corner. I'm not sure if you got the camera turned and zoomed fast enough, which is dang near impossible to do that. But it did hit bottom left, I mean, no issues. I'm gonna go ahead and try to take one more shot at the very top one, and then I'm gonna pass the gun over to my cousin Isaac. That's the life of living at Squid's house. Explosions in the background. Alright, that's the end of the mag right there. Bingo, bango. I didn't get it out there fast enough. Oh, you can still see it moving. What'd you do? Bottom left, second one over? Yep. Here we go. Oh, much better. Alright guys, so in conclusion, this paired up with the Gammo Superior Accuracy rounds is going to be my overall setup for this squirrel season. Now I may use these for turkey season as well, but I may make another new video testing some different bullets on a different weapon in the near future. Let me know down below guys, if you did in fact enjoy this video, definitely smash that like button and subscribe, as it is very much appreciated, and YouTube tells me that over 80% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Without further ado my friends, my name is Squid, you're watching Squid's Outdoors, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.